I didn't need to look at the translation for that word, because that motherfucking thing was on the fucking...
What is up, what ifers? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be checking out some crazy videos about this alien being or species that was just found in I think like Panama. I'm not really sure, but let's get into these videos, and you're gonna want to stay locked in because you ain't gonna believe this.
Bro, something's going down in Panama with King Panama. Listen, did y'all see his latest video? Did you see his latest video? 2 hours ago. Sorry, I'm catching a cold. 2 hours ago, he posted, everybody saved the videos. Everybody saved the videos because the people that he gave these samples to blocked him. I don't know what he means by that. But we know that yesterday, at some point, most of his little samples he gave to one of the scientists or one of the labs out there in the area. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, he's scared. He's scared. And I'll tell you why he's scared. Because the Americans are onto it now. Now, since yesterday, America, us. I feel bad. But yeah, he's telling everybody to save the videos. On top of that, he goes to, I think it's a more secure lab or a secure area. When you walk in there, though, when he walks in there, not only is it dark, but the water is running. Why is the water running and no one's in the building? Someone said Little Shop of Horrors. Someone said evolution. Yeah, vibes. So he goes in there and goes to the safe, unlocks his safe. The first thing he says in Spanish is gigantia. Gigantia. I didn't need to look at the translation for that word. Because that motherfucking thing was on the fucking... It looked like its limbs. I told y'all, it has 1 million tentacles now, right? Not only that, it looks blue. It's transforming. I don't know if there was like a gold coin in the safe with it to show scale. Like some people do that to show scale. Like if you ever seen like on a murder crime scene, something like that, it'll be like a bone and they'll put a dollar bill next to it so that you can see how fucking big something is and know that it's real. But you could tell he's getting scared. I would be too. Now that we're on to him.
Not gonna lie, that looked like some type of venom type stuff right there. I don't know if that's real, man. But you can't put nothing past anything these days, man. Y'all hop in the comments and let me know what y'all think about that. Now, I went and found some videos from the guy that she was talking about, and it looks like he kept it all the way until it like grew. And I guess that was, once it grew too big, I guess he turned it in. But let's get into the video.
Okay, if this video is legit, we are cooked. Seriously. So, a man in Panama claims that he found a freshly fallen meteorite recently. At first, it looked just like a rock from space, so he collected it and he kept it. And then he started doing experiments with it and noticed some very strange things about it. For example, he put a leaf on it and it wilts the leaf and then basically burns the leaf, like burns through it, which is strange. And over time, he noticed some even stranger things occurring. For example, the spot in the dirt where it landed actually glows at night. I don't know if it's like radioactive material or what, but then something even more bizarre and frankly, I'd say concerning started happening. It started growing something. So here's the debate. Is this just local fungi or spores from the ground, or could it actually be an extraterrestrial microbe that hitchhiked
Definitely
across the
not
cosmos?
local.
I mean, normally anything living would burn up when a meteorite blasts through Earth's atmosphere, but not everything is fragile. We've actually found bacteria here on Earth that survive in the most extreme places, like microbes that thrive in underwater volcanic vents that are hotter than boiling water. So, I mean, could life from out there be hardy enough to survive a fiery crash through our skies? Maybe. Allegedly, this guy is taking the meteorite to a university in Panama for testing, but whatever the growth is, it is like nightmarish looking. I mean, what do you think? Is this a potential microbe that survived through the atmosphere, or is it something local that got on it like a spore on the ground, or is it a hoax? I don't know, but whatever this is bizarre if it is real. If there are any experts out there, please chime in. Let me know your thoughts on this.
I say duct tape it to a rocket and send it back. That thing was going somewhere. I think it kind of lost its trajectory or something and landed here. I don't think it was trying to come here, if it's real. Now, this is the actual video of the guy that found it actually having it in the safe. So we're going to check it out and see if we can translate. I don't know Spanish, but y'all help a brother out.
Wow, está grande.
Grande. And it's moving, bro.
Es crecido bastante.
What the hell, bro? Damn. Nah, that right there, I don't know, man. Ain't no way he could make that move the way it was moving inside of that safe. That might be real right there, man. That might be real. Okay, so this next video, I don't really know what it was, but it seems as if something was passing the sun, and I don't know what the person in the video is saying, but I think they're saying that it's like another planet or something like that. Hell, could have been an eclipse. Who knows? But let's get into the video.
TikTok, look what passes in front of the sun. Here we go.
There's something over here to the side also. Watch this, you all. That's how big it is. Let's push that play button again. I've been sitting here watching this whole entire product right here, and I've seen some really strange things. I'm actually recording this on my computer also. Watch it come in. I don't have a cursor so I can drag it. I just don't. And it's gonna have to play it. Is all I'm gonna have to do. And there is talk of something happening on the 23rd of September. This thing passed in front of the sun. It was so massive that it passed in front of the sun. And we're told there's a solar flare headed this way. Does this guy... Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Look like an eclipse to me. What it look like to y'all though? Cause it just resembles an eclipse. I don't know what planet that is passing in front of the sun, but it definitely looks like an eclipse. Okay, y'all, so we're gonna get into some videos about how Trump has sent out the National Guard and how people were saying that the National Guards were harassing the citizens. Now, when I looked at the videos, it didn't seem that way. But I'm gonna play the videos and you be the judge.
Dean, you couldn't even park your car, dumbass. You couldn't even.
Look like they was bothering him. This is ignorance, man. Why they got the camera sideways?
They have someone in the car right now.
Yeah, the dude shouldn't have jumped in front of the police car. Point blank period. Why did he do that? And it looked like one of those, you know, so-called terrorist groups who try to dress like regular people and blend in, or dress like rioters to blend in and cause destruction and fuel other people to cause destruction too. You know that group that starts with an A? Yeah. By the way, I think Trump has labeled that group as a national terrorist organization. So this next video is the aftermath of DC after the National Guard and whoever else was sent with the National Guard to help clean up had actually left. And it looks like to me the streets are pretty clean. At least that's what the citizens of DC is saying. But let's check out the videos. It says, this is what DC looks like 7 days after Trump sends in the feds.
We in Northeast DC. This is Rhode Island Avenue. I'm not even exaggerating. I mean, I've traveled this road hundreds of times. There's not even a piece of paper. There's not a bottle. I've been riding Rhode Island Avenue for about 2.5 miles. I have not seen one piece of paper in the street. Nobody hanging out. There's no litter on the street. And this area has never been this has never really been a nice area in DC. It wasn't terrible, but it definitely wasn't somewhere that you would deem a good part of DC. And just look at it. Nobody hanging out. Just clean.
Like, who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want the streets of their cities to be super safe and clean? Like, come on now. And when Trump said he coming in to clean up, he mean he gonna clean up. Not just people, he cleaning up trash and everything. But that's what the National Guard do. There are videos of the National Guard actually helping people with their groceries. But they trying to paint this narrative, and I'm not saying who, but I think y'all kind of know who. But anyway, they trying to paint this narrative as if the National Guard is coming there to harm people. No, as you can see in that last video I showed you, not this one, but the one before, they were harassing them while they were doing their jobs. So, I mean, you know, it's really crazy, man. It's really crazy. Here's another video with the aftermath of DC after the feds left.
Yeah, you cannot tell me this is not benefiting us. It's definitely doing what it's supposed to do. I don't care who versus who, what they mean by what. Baby, it's clean and beautiful, like how we like.
I mean, videos speak for themselves. I ain't from DC. I ain't been to DC, never been there, but the videos of how it looked before versus now speaks volumes. But hey, that's all I got for y'all today. But I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it here. Y'all seen the video of the so-called alien species or whatever? I haven't heard anything in the news about it. I haven't heard them talk about it. It could be a hoax. Who knows? Nobody really knows. But we'll have to wait and see. And as far as the National Guard coming into these cities, man, I'm all for it. I'm in Memphis, so they supposed to be coming here. And I'm all for it. Not to hurt nobody, but to keep our streets safe and clean it up, man. And because we as a community here in this city ain't trying to do anything. All we doing is complaining to our liberals that are in office and they're not doing anything. And I will say this, and it may not look like it, but our mayor is actually looking forward. To these people coming. But he has to appease his liberal party too, so he can't act like he wants them here. So it makes sense. It makes sense as to why he's the way that he is. And I think he's handling this pretty professionally. And I think that's how liberals should handle it. But not all liberals handle things the same way. But, you know, it is what it is. That's all I got to say on this, man. And with that being said, like I always say, do what you will with that information. And remember, challenge the argument and not the person. I'll catch y'all in the next one.